Hi guys, I'm here at Cork Station, Kent Station here in Cork City, and I'm about to catch a train to Dublin before I catch another train to Galway. So it's going to be a bit of a trek. It's one of the longest train journeys in Ireland, this one. It lasts about 5.5 hours in total, 6 hours if you include the very, very tight layover time of 35 minutes in Dublin. This is locomotive number 36. I actually thought I had more video on this, but it just didn't come out right.
No worries.
Perfect, thank you. There's one on this, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Up front, or should I say at the rear today, is locomotive 215 on Owen Moor, one of Ireland's most powerful diesel engines. It's a 3,200 horsepower workhorse that still hauls our fastest intercity trains. It's a modern Irish classic, part of the fleet that transformed high-speed travel right here in Ireland. Speaking of high speed, I've sped this part up because I was walking the full length of the train, because my carriage, as usual, was at the very end. So it's not quite at the very end, but I went all the way to the very end just so we could see the driving car as well.
Could I have your attention, please? You're very welcome aboard this 1425-hour service between Cork and Dublin Heuston. This train is calling at Mallow, Charleville, Limerick Junction, Thurles and Dublin Heuston Station.
Can't wait to put my hand on him, you know?
There was a tea and snack cart available on this train as well. I'm so glad to see these back post-COVID. It was a real nightmare while COVID was going along. I always love to get a nice cup of Barry's tea. You know, it's not great from these places, but it's better than nothing. And this delicious lemon cake that they have. I have to get a slice of this every single time I'm on the train.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly arrive at Mallow. Passengers for Bantier, Mill Street, Ramore, Killarney, Farranfore and Tralee should change here for their connecting train. Thank you for travelling with Iarn Road Éireann.
This is Mallow railway station. It opened on the 19th of March 1849, then as part of Great Southern and Western Railway Line. There's a bit of a dark history to this station though. On the 31st of January 1921, a shooting incident at the station led to the deaths of railway workers. Just a little bit of a part of our turbulent period of Irish history, I guess. Here between Mallow and Charleville, I got some real views of the flooding that had gone on in Ireland just before my train travel. I was actually kind of worried that the tracks may have been flooded and we might have been stopped. There was a lot of flooding in the day before I actually travelled this time. We're now pulling into Charleville railway station. It opened as well on the 19th of March 1849, the same as Mallow. It originally had 3 through platforms, although the third is rarely used now. It's located about a mile outside the town of Charleville, and interestingly enough, just at the border with County Limerick is up at the northern end of these platforms.
Yeah, I'm going on night out with her. So I was on the way back, I was supposed to get the train an hour ago and there was a big car accident, so the traffic was all backed up. So I missed my actual train. And yourself. Well, it's good for you. Are you going to New York City?
We're now pulling into Limerick Junction railway station. This station is one of the earlier stations on the network, and it opened on the 3rd of July 1848. Don't let the name fool you though. Limerick Junction is actually located in County Tipperary, not in County Limerick. The station building here has a heritage significance. The signal box from around 1850 is actually listed as a protected structure. This whole place serves as a major interchange. Trains to Dublin, Cork, Limerick, Waterford and many others pass through here or connect here.
I don't think so, to be fair. Oh my god, we need to stop talking about this. This is really not the case at all. I could be crying too. I could. That'd be fine anyway.
I didn't record us leaving Limerick Junction or the journey in between Limerick Junction and Thurles, which is coming up next, because there were some people who got on the train right near me, so they were sitting directly across the way from me and next to me, and I didn't really want to get in on their privacy when going through this. They had some absolutely lovely chihuahuas with them though, all like in a little carrier box. I'm not normally a fan of chihuahuas, but these two were absolutely adorable.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, we don't have to do like the chill, like if you want to go.
Thurles railway station opened even earlier than Limerick Junction on the 13th of March 1848. The station building was designed by an architect named Sancton Wood. On the 5th of August in 1848, the Irish nationalist leader William Smith O'Brien was arrested right here at this station while awaiting a train after the Ballingarry insurrection. There's a plaque at the station that commemorates this, and if we ever stop off here, I'll show that on the channel. This remains a very, very important stop on the Dublin to Cork route. I decided to just take a bit of a walk around the train for a little bit, just to see what's going on. So I'm up here in one of the vestibules, just looking out, and I've come across the map. The map shows we're up by Ballybrophy, about to come through Portlaoise. So as we fly through Portlaoise station, we should be able to get a good view. Cool. So I think this is Portlaoise railway station anyway, and if it is, the station opened on the 26th of June 1847, then under the name Maryborough on the Dublin to Cork main line. They're getting earlier and earlier, aren't they? Okay, so this is the throne zone, which is where I review the toilets of the trains and stuff like that. This train now has been going for a few hours and is not too bad, but also not too good. If you look around, the bowl is okay, there's some toilet paper around, the bin is open for some reason. But yeah, other than that, not too bad. I'm gonna give this probably a 2 out of 5. I have no idea what station this is. We absolutely flew through it. I didn't have a chance to get the name or anything, but it's somewhere just outside Dublin. The main reason that I've left this in here is because of what you're going to see next when I finally caught another train coming against us. So that's why this shot is still in here. So about 10 minutes late arriving into Heuston station. Not too bad, considering like with Irish Rail I would normally expect to be at least 10 minutes late. So not too bad. I've had worse before. I've been about 4 or 5 hours late in the past. So yeah, 30-minute turnaround is very doable in this time. Great. Welcome to Heuston Station, Dublin. That's Heuston with a H-E-U-S-T-O-N. Alright, so platform 7B. I absolutely hate these platforms. It's a mile walk for no real reason. Got my coffee though. So, as I said, I'm going to fast forward this part because it's just a ridiculously long walk. So I'm going to fast forward through a lot of these sections where it's just me walking along quickly. Alright, so it actually worked this time. That's nearly amazing in fairness. So I head on to 7B. Another fast forwarded section, this time up along platforms 7A and 7B as I try and make my way towards my carriage. Why are my carriages always at the opposite end of the platform? I've never really been able to figure this one out every time I've got a train or anything. heading from Dublin Heuston to Galway, and I seem to have gotten an upgrade to some sort of premium cabin. I think this little light here is what makes it premium. Welcome to another drone zone. It's the second one on this journey because this is the train from Dublin to Galway. This one is about as clean as the one from Cork to Dublin. So you got a few bits of toilet paper around the place that people haven't used. Never really understood why people don't do that. It's generally pretty clean. There's a bit of a pong in here though, and it wasn't from me. So yeah, basically this is about the same. I'm going to give this again a 2. Just a 2 out of 5 because it's not terrible, not great. So, as we pull into Kent Station in Galway, I realise I didn't show you much of this leg of the journey, but in reality that's because it's winter in Ireland and it's pitch black outside. There really was nothing to show you on this leg of the journey. It was a typical journey on a train in Ireland, much similar to the journey from Cork to Dublin. So we arrived into Galway pretty much bang on time, which is fantastic. Just coming straight out of Kent Station now, which is obviously being done up. We'll have to pass up here past the buses. That was definitely one of the easiest experiences of getting out of a train station. No ticket checks, nothing. So guys, I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like on the video or even subscribe to the channel. It would really help me along. I love it when people do it. Thank you.